What's going on, guys? Welcome to the off-season for the Texas Rangers franchise in MLB The Show 19. Just waiting on some guys to get in and get caught up. I'm going to go ahead and simulate the playoff bracket in just a few moments. Just wait till people get in, because we have some contestants that we have to make sure that they know that this is being sim live. Got a couple guys in here. Hey, what's up? Get wrecked, bruh. And EZ, what's up? Thanks for stopping by there, gents. All right, so we got about 8 people in here right now. Just waiting until we've got some of our contestants in the playoff bracket. Now, if any of you other guys want to play, if you have not put in your submissions, then now would be the time to do that, because I have not yet done any of the simulating quite yet. Yeah, I remember. Get wrecked. I remember who you are. Defani, what's up? What's going on, man? How's your guys' Thursday going? We're one more day. Just a couple hours till Friday. Thank God. Work's been kicking my butt, guys. Cole Arbuckle, what's up? TRM2K, hi, how are ya? Good, man. How you doing? So basically, if you guys want to get in on this, all you got to do is just pick your winners for the playoff bracket that you see up on the screen there. Pick your winners, and then if you get it right, you get 1 point. And at the very end of it, I'm going to actually total everything up. I have an Excel sheet right now. I'm going to total everything up, and whoever has the most will be the off-season advisor. I'm going to actually do it with multiple people, too, if there's a tie. What's up, Mark? All right. I think we're getting close. If we get to double digits, we should be able to start. All right, cool. We're up to 10 right now. So what do I do to get in on this bracket? So basically, you just type it out. Type out your winners. So for like the White Sox in Boston and that wild card, take your pick. If you take Boston, you got a Boston-New York matchup. Take the winner there, so on and so forth. I'll get it logged, and we'll go from there. So, Mark, skipping out on a family dinner to partake in the stream. Yikes. Nice. Well, you were one of our contestants here, too, so you're going to figure out if you ended up winning or not. A lot of people took the Yankees and the Dodgers. That was a lot of people picked that matchup for the World Series. So we're just going to wait on a couple guys' submissions here, and then we'll get going. If you guys are just watching this after it's been posted, welcome to the live stream. Archived live stream. All right, so Tommy Ulrich, you are taking, let me write this down. You guys are going to hear some typing. All right, Tommy O. Or Tommy U. Red Sox. What? Boston, Cleveland for AL. What? Boston, Cleveland. And then who's winning Boston and Cleveland? Cole Arbuckle, he wants in. Cole A. He's got Red Sox, Nationals, Indians, Yankees, Dodgers, Phillies, Yankees, Phillies, Yankees World Series champs. Okay, thanks, Cole. Thanks for partaking. Henry Ellison's got Boston versus Dodgers, and Dodgers win. All right. Tommy says Boston over Chicago White Sox. Okay. Red Sox. Then Cleveland. Angels next. Wait, what? You can't do that. Cleveland over Angels, right? Boston over New York. Yeah, I like that. And then Cleveland over Boston. Wait. Cleveland over Boston. I don't know, man. You're confusing me. Because that's not the matchup then. Oh, yeah, it is. Yep. Sorry. Indians. Okay. So then you've got your World Series. You need an NL. You need a National League. You need a National League, buddy. All right. So after Tommy, I think we're going to close the submission so we can just get this going here. Austin B. We all know the Diamondbacks are the real champs. Nice. All right. Well, I'm just going to go back. I'm going to get this started, and I've obviously got your guys' picks here in the comments and the live chats. So those are locked in. Do not edit those responses because if I see if it's edited, I'm not going to count it. All right, so let's go ahead and get this thing rolling here, boys and girls. There's probably no girls in here, but you never know. You never know. All right, so basically what we're going to do now, we are going to go ahead and advance. We're going to go ahead and advance about till the 10th, I think. That'll get us the playoff matchups that we want here. Okay, so Chicago, the White Sox ended up beating the Red Sox in the wild card. Okay. Nationals beat the Cardinals. Cubs, wow, the Cubs beat the Dodgers. Why does it say 3? Oh, yeah, NLDS. Yeah, it's best of 3. Derp. And then the Indians beat the Angels. Okay, so we got 2-2 series here between the Nationals, the Phillies, White Sox, and Yankees. Pretty crazy so far results that are happening here. So we got a Cleveland and New York, ALCS, and the Cubs and Phillies. Interesting. So after all this, I'm going to go ahead and update you guys afterward and let you guys know who won. So the Phillies are moving on. So if you pick the Phillies, you're doing well right now. You're doing really well. So we got Cleveland, New York, and a 3-2 series lead right now for New York. Let's see what the World Series is right now. New York and Philly. So it's back to 2009. Garbage. Go Phillies, though. Definitely want the Phillies. So let's go ahead and sim. The Phillies have defeated the Yankees in the 2019 World Series. Booyah! Let's go! Let's go! Hate the Yankees. I hate them. I hate them. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and update this, guys. Bear with me, because I know that it's probably kind of boring right now. But once we get in the off season, we're going to do some good things here. So, all right, what do we got? We have the Red Sox losing. Wow, one person picked the White Sox. If Jadig is in here, or Jadig, nice work there, bud. Nice work. Anybody who picked the Nationals in the wild card, you get a point. You get a point. You get a point. You get a point. Nice work. Nice work. ALDS, a lot of people picked the Indians. Nice. Okay, you guys get points. ALDS, Yankees, and Red Sox. Just kidding, White Sox. Guys who picked New York. A lot of picks there. Dodgers and Cubs. Guys who picked the Cubs. There wasn't a lot. There's only 2. 2 people who picked the Cubs. Then you got a Nationals and Phillies matchup. Phillies win that one. Nice. A lot of guys picked the Phillies. You guys did good work. Not a lot of Phillies in the World Series, though. ALCS, Cleveland and New York. Yankees, obviously. Getting a good draw right there. All right, and then after this, I'm going to announce who got what, who got how many points. And we got the Cubs and Phillies. NLCS winner was the Phillies. Only had 2 people picking the Phillies right there. Wow. And the World Series champs, only 1 person took the Phillies. Wow, we might have a winner here, guys. So let's count them up. Mark K, 3, 4. You got 4 points. 4 points for Mark. Dylan Stone, you have 4. Okay. Kamal Taylor, if you're in here, you got 3. Joe K, you got 2. So you guys are well out of the running now. Brady the Goat, 3 points. 3 points for Brady the Goat. Paco, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, Paco. Somebody's got to beat Paco. He's got 7. Austin S, 3, 4, 5. Didn't come close. No, he came close, but not close enough. 3 for Vincent S. Tasty Clown, 3, 4 for Tasty Clown. Issa Duck, 4. Jadig, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got 5. It's close. Mo Baba, 3, 4. 4 for Mo Baba. 2 more submissions. Tommy O, I only had your American League picks. So you got 1. Cole Arbuckle, 3. 6. Oh, you got 6. He didn't get to 7. So, Paco, if you're in here, man, you won it. You did a good job. You won. So you're going to be my off-season advisor. And if you're not in here, now it's time to look at the comment section. So if you guys are not in here, or if Paco's not in here, then I'm going to just kind of give you guys a kind of a look around and see the free agents and possible trade targets. And then on the video on Sunday, when I actually get Paco's suggestions, then we'll actually start pulling the trigger on some things. So let's take a look at the comment section right here real quick. Brady to go. If you got 3 points, you win. Eat my eggplant. Unstoppable and Sim. My money's on the Yankees. Bruce Rondon, please. Just reading the comments here. So what about Defani? Did you get any points here? You had Boston, St. Louis. Those were wrong. So Phillies, Dodgers. So that was wrong. So you're probably out. You're probably out of it by then. Yeah, a lot of you guys probably didn't even get close to get to 7. All right. So Paco's not in. Paco's not here. He might join. He might join a little bit later. We'll have to see. But let's just go ahead now and get right into the off season, and then we'll go from there. So we got contracts for hitting coach and pitching coaches have ended. Got 5 days to negotiate contracts. View retired players. Oh yes, we're free. We're free of all this crappy money. Shin Soo Choo is gone. That means left field is wide open, guys. Left field is wide open. You know what that means? Joey Gallo is going to go out there full time. Center field's probably going to be Delano DeShields Jr. yet again. Right field, Mazzara. That means we've got room now for Willie Calhoun to kind of come up and kind of do his thing there. Adam Moore, one of our backup catchers, down in like the AAA, he's going to retire. Jacoby Ellsbury is gone. CC Sabathia is gone. Anybody else that we know? Blake Parker. Interesting. Well, I mean, he's 34. So I get it. Albert Pujols. Oh, no. Curtis Granderson. You guys remember Curtis Granderson? You guys old enough to know Curtis Granderson? Let's check out the comments. Rest in peace to the Chew. So will Willie Calhoun be DHing full-time and not playing any left field? I'll probably get him out there in left field a couple times. We need to get his fielding up, though. He's not very fast, and I don't even know if he's got that good of an arm to get out there and left. There's not really anybody worth noting right now other than, like, Adam Wainwright. Yeah, and then we're down here. There were 2 Eric Ibars. That's funny. Okay. Hall of Fame inductees, Albert Pujols and Ichiro. Look at that. 633, 117. Man, dude, these guys just went crazy in their careers. Both played from 2000 to 2019. 300 career hitters. Players from my childhood. From my kiddom. All right, so let's take a look at the exclusive free agents right here real quick and see who are we going to... I'm going to bring you guys on this right now. Who do you guys think that we should go after? Because I was doing some preliminary work before I started this stream, and I started thinking, like, okay, looking at a guy like Drew Smyly, if we wanted to bring him back, here's what the roster looks like right now. Does he even fit with what we're trying to do? And my answer to that would be no. He's not even interested in a deal here, right? He wants to play for a contender. We're going to have to shell out a ton of money to try to keep him here. He was probably one of our best pitchers. I mean, he had a losing record, but our team isn't that good right now, so you can't really expect your pitcher to be that great. 414, all things considered, he pitched pretty good, though. He pitched pretty good on a losing team. But he wants a 5-year deal at age 30, so it's like you can't do it. You can't bring him back. So I'm interested to see what you guys think about Drew Smyly. I'm looking at Shelby Miller. I don't want to do it because Shelby Miller is just, he's not good. He's not good. But for what we want him here for, he's interested in any type of deal. He's more interested in a 1-year deal than he is a 5, which is good in my books. We might even be able to keep him here for 2. That way that contract is kind of locked in a little bit. You can move on from him. He's got a little bit of stability after 2019 or 2020, excuse me. So he'd be a nice trading chip. He's not really that old at 29 for a big league pitcher. So, I mean, he's kind of affordable too at $303K per week. So it's not like that's going to break the bank. Plus it gives us a little bit more depth. Kind of wait until one of our draft picks there, Roger Ashley, kind of comes up. He's 19 years old. And you guys got to remember that through relief pitching, we have Rafael Montero, who's probably going to get some starts. We got Hans Kraus probably coming up next season as well once that overall rating gets up a little bit. So I'm going to leave it up to you guys to talk about these pitchers, and we're going to go ahead and look at the relievers right there while I take a look at the comment section. I like Sean Kelly. I'm not big on John Margomez, so let me know what you guys think here. I'm bringing you guys in. Re-sign and trade Drew Smyly. Interesting. You guys are all like trying to game the system. Yeah, you guys are trying to game the system. I'm trying to keep this realistic. Like, if you sign a guy, usually in baseball, you're keeping him. Now, if you're, excuse me, if you're talking about like signing him during the year, for the season, and then moving on from him, like trade deadline, I could possibly see that. But if that was something we were gonna do, we probably should have done it last year to get picks or to get players. I keep thinking about football. Football's on my mind. Saturday's on my mind. Picks. You can't get picks. All right, let me see what you guys are saying here. Bring back Drew Smyly. I'm on the fence about Smyly, but Miller and Volquez got to go. Yeah, definitely sign Shelby to a short deal and trade him. How come Bruce Rondon did not get the Hall of Fame? If you keep Smyly for $3 to $4 million and trade Volquez. Yeah, and the thing with Volquez is the reason why I didn't end up like getting him any playing time whatsoever, just because he's hurt. I guess he's hurt right now, and they weren't really sure if he was even gonna play this season or not. So I just stuck him down in single A. Kept him on the 40-man and just stuck him down in single A. Let's see what you guys are saying. I say keep Kelly, just Kelly. Re-sign and trade Miller because he's cheaper. Trade Odor. Yeah, Aaron hates Rougned Odor. And guys, hello. I got so much flack. I got so much flack for my take on Rougned Odor, man, in the opening video. God. And now look. Here we are. He's hitting 180 right now, right? Is that what it is? Like 150? What was Bad Robot's idea? Oh, if you can keep Smyly for 3 to 4 mil and trade Volquez, yeah. Yeah. Nitro, welcome. Welcome, man. Glad to have you. Trade Odor. Odor isn't bad. Keep him. He's not bad in this series, which is kind of what I'm working off of. I'm trying to do things that are realistic given the situation that we have with our team in this universe. Whatever they're doing in real life, that's just used for scouting purposes. It's not so much as like, yeah, Odor sucks in real life. Let's move on from him in this series, even though he's hitting like 300. You know what I mean? It's just like, why would you do that? So I think what you guys are kind of on the fence with Drew Smyly, but it seems like you want to do the whole Shelby Miller thing. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to sign Shelby Miller, probably get him here for 2 years, bring it down just a little bit. And I don't think we're going to. So if we moved him down, look at that. You can't get him there. You can't get him there. So he's probably going to be like, he's probably going to have to make like 7.5 mil per year, which it's not that bad considering, look at the cash flow right there. That's what we started with, was 4.18, and now we're going down to 3.92. That's not a big hit. So Shelby Miller, he's a decent pitcher for me. What we're trying to do is kind of like a bridge guy. Just give us some innings, wait until those young guys can come up, because you're going to want to stay competitive. You're not just going to want to run out your young guys out there and get demolished. So next up, we're going to get Sean Kelly in here. And, this is going to be tough because he wants to be part of a contender here. So let's do a... Okay, just... so I want to play for a contender, dang it. Okay, Sean, do you want like $500,000 extra? Yeah, sure. Or not 500. You want 50,000? You want $50,000 extra? Yeah, sure. Yeah. Okay, cool. Thanks for your time. All right, looking at catcher. This is an interesting spot for us because if we look at the roster real quick, Jeff Mathis is by far our best guy on the roster at 72. Kiner Falefa, I don't know. In this game, he's not rated very well defensively. So if we were going to have a big league catcher catch for us this season, it's going to look like it's going to be Jose Trevino. He's going to have to get the call up and be the guy. So our backup catcher is looking like it's going to have to be Kiner Falefa. With Mathis, though, at 37 years old, he's really good defensively. Really good defensively. But look at the production. 5 home runs. I know that that's just not in Jeff Mathis's game whatsoever, but he struck out a ton, had that 247 batting average, which is his best of his career. So he had a really good season, the 320 OBP. He was a good player for us, but he's 37. Like, he doesn't fit with what we're trying to do. And plus, if you got an older catcher that's kind of try to like groom your younger pitchers, then yeah, that makes sense. But our pitching staff right now is not very young, right? It's kind of old. It's got a lot of veteran guys on it. So there's really no grooming that needs to be happening right now. So if we're looking at that and our young guys are going to come up probably in 2021, 2022, then we can kind of look at catcher again at some point. And even then, it looks like Trevino is probably going to be a 29-year-old catcher or a 30-year-old catcher, and he would kind of have that veteran presence. So I say let's let Jeff Mathis go. What are your guys' thoughts? Let Mathis go. Let Mathis walk. Kiner needs more development. Yep, I agree. Yasmani Grandal might be a free agent. That's true. Mathis will probably drop off this year anyways. That's for sure. It's very sure. Tiebreaker says, put him batting ninth. We could use a defensive catcher. Trevino isn't really your guy, if you ask me. Mark, that's what Mark says. Grandal signed back with LA in my Indians franchise. I don't know. I'm on the fence with Mathis. Maybe you could pick someone else up from trade or free agent. I think that's the route that we got to go. That we got to let Jeff Mathis walk, even if he like he wants a 1-year deal, like look at that. Like it's just not. It's contract friendly. It's money friendly. But even then, like when you're talking like he's a 72, Falefa's going to have to be your starting catcher. I'm not too comfortable with that. Trevino is definitely more defensive minded, and I think that that's the route we're going to have to go. And we'll explore catcher in the free agents here real quick too. But as of right now, if we're making this decision, it looks like it's going to be Trevino behind the plate. So Logan Forsythe. What do we do about Logan Forsythe? He's another old player that just kind of doesn't fit with what we're trying to do. He's got that veteran leadership. He hit well last year, 289, 352. He might be a good bench option for us. He's 77. What do you guys think? Nitro, re-sign Forsythe. Dodger fan base, fan bias. Not worth it. Let him go. Mark's got new ideas for a catcher if you'd like to hear him. Yeah, dude, keep him coming, man. Keep him coming. Forsythe is a solid 1-year utility man. Keep Logan. He can literally play anywhere. A good bench. Keep Forsythe. Alexa Bliss loves Forsythe. Dylan Johnson, solid bench batting utility. Yep, I would agree with you guys. I think that we need to bring Forsythe back, but we're not signing him to 4 years, dude. You can come back on a 1-year deal, be a platoon guy, and I think let's just keep it realistic. Like hey, three mil per year, and just be like, you know what, Logan, you had a really good year. Let's pay for it. 3.2. So he's definitely got to come back. Third base, we're looking pretty solid with Fuentes and Wisdom right now for us, and got some young guys in the minor leagues for us. Shortstop, we're absolutely loaded with young talent, so we don't really need to sign anybody there. I think we're good. We got Forsythe, Miller, Sean Kelly, so we should be pretty solid. Now, as far as reviewing staff, Chris Woodward's our guy still. Hitting coach, pitching coach. Looks like everything else is good for me. Hitting coach, I'm just going to go ahead and do this real quick. There's not any I like to look at if any guys have Douglas Sherrill +2, but contact -1. I'm not all about that. Like this guy Charles Culver, it's not bad. If you're going to get a lot of pluses in one area, it's got to be contact and plate vision for me. I want guys that are going to be able to hit. If you're going to get minuses in any area, it's got to be bunting, because American League team, we're probably not going to be bunting a whole lot. Let me see what you guys are saying here in this section. Nitro subscribed. Thanks, man. Well, check out the other content if you think that you'll like this. I'm pretty sure that you'll like the rest of it. So let's go with this guy. Either Joe Cornette or Landon Baldwin. +3 plate vision, +2 batting clutch, +2 power, -2 drag. We're not going to be drag bunting whatsoever. So you know what? You might as well get this guy, in my opinion. Let's grab him. 3-year deal. Interest level. Boom. Pitching coach. I'm looking at control. Velocity's okay. Walks per 9. We have home run per 9 going up. That's what we need. Home run per 9. Break. Diego Galarraga -3. That sucks. I like the other things, though. Daryl Caruso +1 in control. Okay, let's go with this guy. He does everything I like. Stamina, yes. You need to be able to last in games. Control and walks per 9, yes. Velocity, yes. All right, cool. Let's go after this guy here. Let's give him the same type of deal, except pitching is valuable. So we're gonna overspend a little bit. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and save this. I'm gonna go ahead and save this because I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose our progress. So, what do you guys think about those coaching hires? If we get them, that is. Caruso it is. The good catcher to trade for is Austin Hedges from the Padres. San Diego's Francisco Mejia, who's a heck of a catching. Yeah, I know. Mejia is really, really good. Mejia is really good. And I'd love to get him, but that might be something that we consider. There's my dog. What's up, Wrigley. Landon Baldwin has accepted the Rangers. Caruso has accepted the Rangers. What? That's right, boys. Did we not get these guys? Oh, wait. No. Forsythe must have rejected our offer. We got Sean Kelly back. Yeah, Forsythe. No, Forsythe signed again. Why is he in the... Nope, he didn't. Contract is none. He did not re-sign. And then who else were we looking at? We're looking at Shelby Miller, right? Yeah, so Shelby Miller signed. So Drew Smyly. We can't even release him right now because he's an exclusive free agent. Right. Yep, got to simulate one more day. Right, we have got... Yeah, right, it's 5 days, actually. Okay, Wrigley, you're going to have to leave, but... Hold on, I'll be right back, guys. Let's look at the free agents real quick. And you guys can kind of soak that up a little bit. I'll be right back. I got to get him out of here. Come on, bud. Come on. Okay. All right, let's do this thing. All right, so since Paco's not here, I'm going to leave you guys to kind of talk me through what you think that you might want me to do or consider. Because what I'm going to do, what his job is going to be, is going to kind of look at this video, since he's not here. Maybe he jumps in a little bit later. Going to jump on in and be like, Gold, I think you should do this. I think you should do that. Right? So the Sunday video is going to be me taking his suggestions and then either accepting or denying it and then offering you guys reasons why I decided to do it or not. So when we look at the free agent list right here, when we look at the starting pitchers, because obviously starting pitchers are really what we need. I mean, look at this. It's just absolute. It's just bad. It's just bad. Drew Smyly's gone, so you can't think of him as he's even there. Edinson Volquez, I'm probably just going to release him, honestly, because it's at this point, it's like, why even have him on there? Let's just take a look at the starting pitching depth right now. We got a lot of young guys. Remember, we've got Hans Kraus. Cody Anderson could fill in as a starter as well. He's good enough to do so. Marco Santana was one of our draft picks. He's already a 66. So we got some good young arms in the minor league level. Cole Winn, obviously, is a pretty good player right now. Reynaldo Tejeda, 65. Gerardo started for us last season. Mendez started for us last season, and those are the numbers that he put up. It was just not very good. More walks than strikeouts, and 135 and a third. It's just not very good. It's just not very good. So this needs a total revamp. So when we look at that, when we look at what's available, what are you guys' thoughts on this? Madison Bumgarner, would you even do it? Would you do it? Would you sign Madison Bumgarner, even though we're not even in contention right now? Because the way it's looking, we kind of got a little ways to go. Got Odorizzi right there, Clay Buchholz, Chase Whitley. It's a lot of older arms. There's not a whole lot of young guys that we have to choose from. What is this? Kodai Senga. This is interesting. From Japan, he's 27 years old though. He's 27. Michael Pineda, 31. Martin Perez, you could bring him back to Texas. Not touching Matt Harvey whatsoever. Oh, look, it's our guy. It's our guy. We missed out on this guy in the draft. You guys remember this dude? Do you guys remember that guy? Oswaldo Bautista? Look at this guy. Remember this? He was picked by the Diamondbacks like in the last round. And I felt like crap because we lost out on him. Oh, Bautista. We got to get him. We have to get him. I'm going to just stop right here real quick and just see what you guys have been saying. Swihart would be a good utility option. Yes, Swihart would be pretty solid as well. Mark, you mentioned Kurt Casale. Grandal's in here. Ozuna would be an upgrade in the outfield. Yes, he would. But do we want to spend that kind of money on a team that's rebuilding? Sign Yasmani. Ozuna would only crowd an already crowded outfield. Cole Winn may be rotation ready by next season in place of Mendez. Wheeler. Is Zach Wheeler in here? I didn't see him. Is he? Oh, yeah, there he is. Zach Wheeler. Dude, you know what, guys? You know what's funny about Zach Wheeler? When I watch him pitch for the Mets, I keep looking at him while I'm doing this Texas Rangers franchise, and I'm like, I wonder if he would fit with this Rangers team. I think that would be a good get. That'd be a really good get. So good on you guys to try to spot that out. 29 years old. What's he looking for? He's looking for 5. Team quality. He doesn't even care. He just wants to pitch. He would definitely be the ace of our staff. So the only problem is if you pay him like an ace, he's going to have to remain your ace for a while. I think if we sign him into like a 3-year deal. I think that might grab him. That might get it done. I'm not going to offer it quite yet, though. He does have a qualified offer, so we'd have to give a draft pick up. That's the big thing. But another guy that I was looking at is obviously Oswaldo Bautista. I think we're just going to go ahead and do this. Like, we need this guy. We need him, but you can't sign him to more than 1 year. Yep, we're doing it. Come on, baby. We're going to get an extra draft pick out of that, right? Tanner Roark was a possibility. Don't waste the money. Oh, my God, this guy. Get him. Get Bautista. Get him. Zach Wheeler, Tanner Roark, Garrett Cole. Is Garrett Cole in there? I don't think he is. He is not. Wheeler would be a solid pick. Wheeler is awesome in the show. And you get Oswaldo with it and get a minor league, like you said, the second or third. He gets fat for him. He doesn't have a qualifying. It would say qualifying offer made. Oh, right. Yeah, you're right. It's saying he qualified for a qualifying offer, but right. The Mets didn't. I got it. I got you. Julio Teheran could be good inning eater, but doesn't do well in my sims. Yeah, I think it might be the velocity being at 59. Yeah, that's probably like a big issue. That's a big issue. Okay, so I'm gonna be set right here with Zach Wheeler. I think I'm gonna do what you guys are thinking you want me to do. Everybody else here, I'm just not interested in. Honestly, there's just nothing there. Like, you could get this guy Norimoto, but 29 years old. I mean, he's decent. I just don't really know anything about him. I'd have to do some more research on him, but I think if you at least sign one starting pitcher that's going to add to that rotation, kind of push Mike Minor down a little bit, or even put, at that contract, you have to put Zach Wheeler number 1. So it'd go Wheeler, Minor, Miller, Anderson, and Montero. That's kind of what we're looking at right now. As far as relief pitching goes, I think we're not too bad there. We could stand to add another guy. I don't think Matt Bush is the answer anymore at 65. So I mean, you could sign another guy. Just the question is who would you go after? And it looks like in my mind, I like Aaron Loop. He's decent. We'd add another lefty in there. Because right now it's looking like we just have Chris Rusin, so it'd be pretty valuable to get another left-handed arm in there. Zach Duke is another lefty. Liberator, another lefty. Now, he might be the best get as far as a left-handed reliever goes. I mean, look at those numbers. Then again, you're playing on a good team like the Dodgers. They're going to obviously be putting you in positions to succeed. Isn't Cody Guerin? Oh, Cody Guerin's a righty. Darren O'Day is a righty. Avilan is a lefty as well. Avilan might not be too bad too. But how much money are they looking for? That's the question. So he's looking for a contender. They're probably out. He's looking for $171K per week. If you want a little bit cheaper, Aaron Loup, $120 some odd $1,000 cheaper for Aaron Loup. Kyle Crockett, he never does well in sim as well, based on the Cincinnati Reds that we've done. Bud Norris. Bud Norris wouldn't be too bad to get, but again, I'm looking for lefties. Who was the other guy? We had another guy, Liberator, right there. What's he looking for? $53K. It's cheaper. So both of those guys, both of those lefties, are way cheaper than Luis Avilan. So what do you guys think as far as relief pitchers go? Let me see what you guys are saying here. Aaron Loup would be a great get. Could find another starting pitcher to replace Volquez and only let one prospect break the rotation. Could be an option. Carter Capps. Give Carter Capps a chance. Let him go into AAA and see if he can perform well. Carter Capps is good with Jersey born. Our pitching is actually really good, like in prospects. Yes, it is. Liberator, obviously. I wouldn't really get a relief pitcher right now, in my opinion. The biggest thing with relief pitching is that's how you win. That's how you win championships. That's how you do it. You have to have a good bullpen. Ask the Detroit Tigers. Huh? They had crap bullpen ever since Dombrowski took place, and look what they did. Never won it. But look at Loup, guys. He's got what, 5 different pitches. Every single thing's got movement on it. Sinker, change, two-seam, slider, cutter. Like, he wouldn't be too bad of a get. I think I'm going to lean towards Aaron Loup. I know he's 32 years old, but again, that might be a good get just because when you look at the roster, you'd have Chris Rusin and Aaron Loup. I think it's pretty solid. You could go after Liberator, same age, 32. A little bit better. We'll see. We'll see what we can get. We'll see what we can get a little bit later. All right. Let's go to catchers. Let's just take a look at what the catching situation is. And you guys remember that we did let go of Jeff Mathis, so we need another guy. Because right now, as it stands, it's looking like it's going to be Trevino and Falefa. Now, if you get one of these players, I'm looking at a defensive-minded guy. Because you don't want to lose. You want to be able to replace a guy like Jeff Mathis that you just lost, right? So when we look at guys, you guys are really on Grandal. 31 years old. He could probably play for another 4 years. You know? Look at his OBP. 356, 349. Grandal can get it done. 76 walks. He's got the power. 20-plus home run potential. Ooh, a lot of walks. He's pretty darn good. How much does he want? He's looking at $15.3 million per year. The Brewers offered him $50.8 per 4. If we went a little bit cheap, what if we went a little bit cheaper? Ooh, there's Brian McCann. He's 36. He's 36. Kind of does the same things a little bit. He doesn't have as many strikeouts. Kind of cuts down on that. Walks about the same amount. Maybe, no, not really. Not really. Does not walk the same amount. Home run potential He can get up there. OBP is pretty solid. Brian McCann might not be a bad get. Look at that. Oh, but he's looking for a contender too. That's what sucks. If you try to up this, but even then, you're paying $12 million per year less by getting a guy like Brian McCann. What are you guys' thoughts? He's fucking ancient. It's true. He's old. But maybe you could sign him. Maybe you could sign a guy like Brian McCann, have better offensive production for this year than you would have gotten out of Jeff Mathis. See what I'm saying? Like, you can actually get catching offensive output this year, kind of buy some time for Trevino, buy some time for Falefa to get a little bit better at that position. I think it makes sense. I think it makes sense. It doesn't make sense to bring a guy like Jeff Mathis back who only does one thing. He's only a defensive guy. Brian McCann can do both. And he can give you similar production to Yasmani Grandal. I don't know. There's Yan Gomes. Yan Gomes can do a little bit, but look at that. Those are not good numbers. Not good enough numbers in my mind. Way too many strikeouts. Doesn't walk whatsoever. I mean, even the offensive production with the home runs is decent, but, could do better. I think Brian McCann's the way to go there. Lucroy would be better. Don't get McCann. He decreases fast. 1 year only. Decent defense and decent bat. Lucroy is on the Rangers for 4. All these catchers are from the pre-Cambrian period. No kidding. That's what this whole group is, guys. It's just old. Just old. Chirinos, not really that good defensively. Matt Wieters, 33. Evan Gattis. Gattis wouldn't be too bad. But yeah, they're all old. Josmil Pinto played for the Twins, I think. Milwaukee and Minnesota, yeah. Not comfortable with giving Josmil Pinto the starting job, though, at catcher. Now we're starting to get into guys that are worse than what we already have on rosters. So I think if we're going after anybody, maybe Lucroy, like you guys said. Yeah, way better offensive numbers right there. Not as many home runs, though. He's not going to give you any pop. So what you lose in power, you kind of lose in a little bit of walks there. But you do get on base a lot. 360, 340. Batting average is very high. It's a toss-up. I'm leaning towards McCann or Lucroy. Obviously, Grandal would be the big get, but I think we're going to have to pass on Grandal right now. I'm trying to be conservative, trying to build this thing the right way. So we'll wait. We'll wait to see what Paco says, the winner. We'll wait to see what he says. All right, so first baseman, I think we're set. What do you guys think? We're going to move Gallo over to left field. First base is going to be Ronald Guzman's job, pretty much to lose. He's 25. Now it's kind of the time to start taking that next step forward. I want to see that progression. If he doesn't, we might need to start thinking about somebody else. We do have Logan Forsythe. We have brought him back so he can play first base a little bit too on Guzman's off days. It'll be nice to have both those guys kind of work hand in hand because you got one who's a righty, one who's a lefty. Kind of makes sense for me. Nathaniel Lowe and Yanio Perez, both guys are going to be growing down in the minor leagues. I think first base is pretty solid. We don't really need to address that whatsoever. But the cool thing is about some of these guys is that they can play different positions, like Edwin Encarnacion. Can obviously be a designated hitter, can play third base a little bit, but, it's not that bad. That contract's not that bad at all. $2.4 million. It's pretty interesting. But I think we're going to pass for right now because you know what? There might be after this whole free agent period, there might be a time where the CPU doesn't sign any of these guys, right? Or not a lot of them anyway. So we might be able to go back and just take a look and see who didn't get signed and if it works for us. But oh, look at this, Danny Red. Remember we were scouting him? Danny Red's here and for second base depth. That's cool. There's Rugnet at an 86, Logan Forsythe 77, Ibanez. I'm waiting on Ibanez. I think he's going to be a good player. I think he's going to be pretty good. He's a good hitter at least. Fernando Caballero, drafted him. He's a 62. So again, second base might not be a position that we really even consider with a free agent sign. There's a couple guys in here I think that are pretty young that could possibly progress into something. Let me look down here real quick. A lot of 52s, 54s. I think we're good. What do you guys think about first base and second base? Do you think we're good? First base is fine. Moreland for DH. Who's that 18-year-old second baseman? Which guy here? This guy right here? Russell Yu? He might have been in our draft class. That 48 and 49 contact is something to build on, but see potential. It's at 54 overall. He'd be, I don't know, he might be worth a shot to sign him. I mean, he's got some speed at 65, at 50. We could sign him for like way big time depth. Just let him progress and see what we might have. But yeah, first base and second base I think are good. He's a project, but hey, first base, second base, and third base are good. Sign a younger shortstop. I'm kind of intrigued by these really young prospects. Yeah, I know. I want to see how they do. I want to see them grow. Third base, looking at that, Josh Fuentes, 72. I want to see more out of Fuentes this season. I really do. He needs to take the next step. He did not hit very well after we traded for him. Patrick Wisdom, 28. It's kind of his time. If he kind of takes the job away from Fuentes, you know what? It's whatever. It's fine. But let the best man win. But I think we're pretty set there. We got Tyler Frank at 22. Apostle at 21. Those kind of guys are just kind of growing down there. I don't think there's really anything that we can't do too much here at third base, honestly, because I mean, look at what we got to work with. Just nothing. We're down in the 50s. Oh, what about this guy? Bud Scott. He's got a C potential. He's a 44 overall. Oh my God. He's 6'4". He's 6'4" with a C potential. You guys want to take a chance on this dude too? I mean, we can go super young. I mean, we can go as far young as you want. I think a Mendez and a Wisdom trade might be coming this season. Yeah, it could happen. Hashtag believe in Bud. Wisdom should be your right-handed first baseman. Yes, that's a good spot for him, I think, in the future after Forsythe is gone. Is Christian Villanueva in the third base options? I thought I saw that name. Nope, he's not. He is not. Let's go ahead and look at shortstops real quick there, boys. Look at this. Yolbert Sanchez. He's a 60 with a B potential. Michael Haskett, 18, 57. Okay, it's pretty decent. I don't know why I keep doing that. It's not like they have any statistics or contracts. But those are some pretty solid numbers for a 23-year-old. We could sign Yolbert. Not really, though. I mean, I take that back. I definitely take that back. Shortstop, we're good. We don't need any more shortstops. I mean, look at what we got. We got Lyle Riley, a guy we just drafted, 73 overall. You got Arias there. I think he's got a B potential. You got Sice. Reynel Delgado is 19. He's got a B potential as well. We just traded for him from the Indians. We're good. We don't need another shortstop. We're fine. The only thing with outfield is we need a guy that's going to hit as a right-hander. Because right now when you look at it, we got the Shields, who's a righty. You got Gallo, who's a lefty. Mazzara, who's a lefty. Calhoun is going to be the backup in the outfield, possibly designated hitter. And it kind of sucks that we don't have a right-handed bat in the outfield other than Delano DeShields, and he doesn't really do a whole lot. So when we look at the guys that are available here, Ozuna would be an interesting guy to go after, but I mean he's breaking the bank too. I mean he's killing us right now with that cash flow, so that kind of sucks. But Matt Kemp would be kind of a bargain get there, just kind of like a 1-year deal type of guy. Eric Young doesn't do a whole lot for me. Chris Coughlin, I think he's a lefty as well. He's a lefty. Ryan Rua, a former Texas Ranger. You got Darnell Sweeney, who doesn't do a whole lot either. He can kind of play everywhere though. Nick Buss, and we got some 60s and some 58s. So I don't know, when you look at it, ooh, who's this guy? Fred McFadden, 57 overall. C potential 22. He can't hit. Maybe that's something we can work with him on. But yeah, left field, nothing really stands out. Let's see what you guys are saying. Is Revere a righty? I thought Revere was a lefty. Kemp is a god hitter and can even DH. Coughlin for those diving inside the Parkers. Yep. Dude, heir to Elvis Andrus, Jose Iglesias. I know you know him. I do know Jose Iglesias, but yeah. That would be an interesting sign, but you know what? We don't need him. We're good. We're fine. At shortstop, we're fine, guys. We're fine. Okay, here's a player. I like. I like Chris Owings. Look what he can do, dude. Look at that. Look at the fielding. Contact, 60, 73 contact right there for lefties and righties. 67 vision. Chris Owens is like, he could be our younger Logan Forsythe. Second, third, short, left, right field. He hits righty. Chris Owings, man, he would be he's a good baseball. He's underrated. He's very underrated. 250, 270. The OBP though, you know me, I'm a big OBP guy. That's not that great, but he's not going to be an everyday starter. He's going to kind of be a bench guy that you kind of put in the right spots, and then you let him exceed. More of a defensive guy in my mind, an injury replacement. But he can get you double-digit home runs on a good year, double-digit stolen bases. Like, he's a good player. Chris Owens might be a guy that we need to get. He'd kind of be our answer right there. I think we need to go after Chris Owens. I think I'm just going to go ahead and do that, make an executive decision on it. Let's go 3 years for Chris Owens and get him to about, I don't think we need to pay a crap ton of money for him. I don't see a lot of teams that are interested. Let's go with 14.3 for 3. Maybe we can bump up that player option, knock it down a little bit. So 4.6 per year. I think that's a good offer for Chris Owens. Let's see what you guys think about that. Chris Owens looks solid. Chris Owens is solid. I'm pretty sure he's utility. Sign Owens and trade Forsythe. That's definitely an option. Get Owings. I'd be fine with Owings. Nomar Mazara, Heineman, DeShields, Tavares, Granite, Gallo, Calhoun are already vying for outfield spots. I don't know if you really need any outfielders. So for Owings, he's more of that guy that's going to be kind of like the everyday backup, if that makes sense. Like if a guy needs a day off, boom, I'm going to put him in. Plus he can play third, so he's kind of that insurance option in case Wisdom or Fuentes just really don't work out. Then you've actually got a big leaguer who's kind of proven for that job. And then at shortstop, like Elvis Andrus needs a guy that's going to back him up, and so I know Forsythe can play short, but I'd rather trust Owings to be my backup shortstop than Forsythe, and right now that's really the only guy that can back him up. Now there was another talk. There was some more talk about, where's he at there? Was he in here? We were looking at center fielders, right? Oh yeah, right here. Cespedes. Isn't it? Is this Cespedes' brother? I think it's Cespedes' brother. Yep, Little Miss Bliss. Yep. And then Dylan, you guys are talking about him. So, yeah, this would be a good player to sign. What is he? Is he 60? Yeah. I like that because he's 22. You know, you got Taveras. You can kind of have him duke it out with Taveras a little bit. Carlos Tachi. I'm not big on Tachi. He's more defensive guy. Doesn't really have a whole lot of talent in that bat. Pablo Martinez, 66. He's getting ready. Zach Granite's getting ready. I think Cespedes is kind of a project player, but it wouldn't be too bad of a get. So I'm going to keep him in mind. And then when we look at right fielders, you got Alexander Palma's a 65. Calhoun's a 65. Palma is another right-handed bat that played really well last year in the minors. I really like what Palma's been able to do. Mazara at 79. Obviously, he's going to be here for a while. But, I'm still looking at those right-handed bats, and maybe, do we do it? Do we bring back Nelson Cruz for 1 year? Do we do it? He can be our designated hitter because I'm not putting him out there in right field again to lose a World Series. I'm not doing it. So he could be our designated hitter, and he would do really, really well as our DH. What do you guys think about that? Hell yeah, right-handed DH. Cruz for DH? You don't need Cruz, man. Laugh my ass off. You could do it. And then you could trade him away. He would give our offense a little bit more. You could do it. What did he do last year? Oh, are you sure you don't want him? Are you sure you don't want him? Look at these home runs, man. That's all he does. He got 19 last year, so he's kind of a little bit of a drop-off. About half of what he did in 2018. A little bit of a drop-off in this simulation. But dude, okay, think about this. You get Nelson Cruz DHing against lefties, and then you get Willie Calhoun DHing against righties. Boom. Your DH is solved right there. You can put Willie Calhoun in the positions he's going to succeed in, and then his potential goes way up because his numbers are just skyrocketing. What do you guys think? We 100% need him. Okay, yeah, go for it. He did that only playing half the season the year before. Yeah, look at that. Yep. Okay. I mean, you're right. Boom. There you go. 89 games. Hit 19 home. I think we got to do it. I mean, Paco, he can come by later. Let's get Nelson Cruz, guys. Boom. Let's see what happens. Hopefully we get Nelson Cruz. And so there's our offers right now. I'm going to go back and get kind of the guy. Whoa, what? When did we sign Joey Gallo? I don't remember doing that. What? Was that automated? I never did that. Anyway, point remains, Nelson Cruz, Chris Owens, and Oswaldo Bautista. I will go back and look at Zach Wheeler, possibly, and then definitely make sure that we get Oswaldo Bautista. I think there's a couple players that I'll end up watching this. I'll end up going back and watching this video a little bit later and seeing what we wanted to do about certain positions. I think catcher we were looking at. Yeah, we were looking at Brian McCann, and then we were looking at Tyler Flowers, Jonathan Lucroy. Definitely, if we're going after Nelson Cruz, we're not getting Yasmani Grandal. But I think that's going to be it for this episode, guys, of this live stream. We've gone on for, let's see, how many minutes here have we gone on for? I don't want to bore you too much, but maybe after this, we'll talk about some potential trade options as well. Doesn't say how long we've been going, but I think we've been going on for quite a while. Let's go back. This is what it was. Arbitration. So we'll do this, and then we'll finish this episode off. What do you guys think about that? You guys good with that? And then on Sunday, I'll actually have some finality for you. We'll end the free agent period. We'll get into spring training and start the next season. Far from bored, Jake. Far from bored. An hour and 4 minutes. First live stream since I moved. Lots of fun. Well, thanks, man. Glad this is fun for you guys. There's not a whole lot of players that we need to offer arbitration for, but, we got to get them. We got to get Mazzara back. We got to get the Shields. Chris Martin's got to come back. All these guys right here. Boom, 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 boom. Got to come back. Chase Darno, not really interested. Danny Santana, not really interested. Even though I think he's hitting well in the majors right now. David Carpenter, not interested. Let's go ahead and save this. Again, don't want to lose it. Do not want to lose it. So I think what we'll do is we'll advance. Well, that's the thing. I don't want to advance because if we lose out on some guys, I never offered him an offer. So let's not do that. We'll also have to select our 40-man roster, which honestly, looking at these guys here, I'm okay if you get drafted. Probably not going to get drafted. Hey, Matt Bush, you're probably not getting picked. Just saying. Oh, we got to tender contracts too. Holy crap. There's just so much to do with our own freaking team. Holy crap. Okay, we're not even close to done. We're not even close to done. All right. What do you guys want to do? Because we're not even close. I think I might have to just take care of this on my own. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do, guys. I think that's what I'm gonna end up doing. Is just I'm gonna do this on my own. I'm gonna go off screen and we'll just end the episode, or we'll end the live stream on. We'll end it here, and then we'll go into Sunday, and we'll have some more finality as far as arbitration goes and the tender contracts, and then so free agency will be wrapped up on Sunday. So, guys, leave a like on this video if you have not, and let me know if you enjoyed the live stream. Hope you guys did. I know that I did. Always like doing live for you guys. It offers more of an in-depth type of look at my thought process, and I kind of like to get your guys' feedback too on what you would do and how you would run your franchise. So it's pretty interesting stuff. So I'll see you guys on Sunday. I'm thinking about posting this about 11 a.m. now because the Bengals are no more. So I got a ton of time now to pump these things out. So see you guys on Sunday. As always, peace.